Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today, using CJP, we're going to do an animal print design for you. So first of all, I'm coming in on the ring finger with chestnut, which is a beautiful brown with it's got glitter in it. It's got little flecks of glitter. It's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is come in at the right hand corner as you're looking at the screen, and I'm just going to put it in that corner. Then I'm coming in with Papaya, which is the orange, but it's not like a flat orange or a bright orange. It is on the browny side of orange, and I'm going to just fade that in. Not too bothered about the blend because I am going to come over that with something a little bit later. And then I'm coming in with soft lemon just to fade out that orange and bring that up slightly. Now what I'm going to do is just come in with small wet beads. I'm going to make sure that cuticle area is covered and then work on that blend. I'm just going to pat it in with the very tip of my brush and then swipe across so that I get that cut off. Now I'm coming in on the pointer finger with Beach Walk. So I'm just going to pop that around the cuticle area, tuck that in, and then come down those side walls and then start to move that bead down the nail. I'm going to use the belly of my brush to manoeuvre that down, keeping the sides in as much as I can. And then again, I'm going to bring it three quarters of the way down and then cut off the tip at the same sort of angle as the ring finger, but in the opposite direction. So once I'm happy with that, I am going to come in with some fishing wire, and I'm just going to make sure that that line is nice and short and just pull that away. Leave that to set up and go back to the ring finger, and I'm going to fill in the rest of that nail with the Beach Walk from CJP. It's gorgeous. I actually set this whole design around that powder. I wanted to do a nice set. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, to be honest. But I just love the shade Beach Walk. It's lovely. Really nice. Is it nude? Yeah, I'm going to go with nude. A nudie colour. And then I thought, oh, I haven't done animal print for ages. I did one a while ago. Flipping heck, it must be about 12 months. In fact, I'll link it above. And I did cutouts. Same sort of thing, really. But it was half moonlight shape cutouts. Wow, I'd forgotten all about that. That's just come to me. I thought I'd share that with you. You'll sleep now, won't you? So anyway, I'm going to bring that right down to the tip. Bring in another small bead just to fill that in at the tip area. Make sure it's right up to that line. It's buttered right up. I'm not too bothered about the line being sharp or anything like that. I will, do as best as I can with my brush, but I am going to come in with some striping tape later. So as always, I don't like to waste my time if I'm going to come in with something later on, to cover it up or to disguise it or cover it in glitter. There's just no point, and I learnt that little tip from Miss Lucy. Right, okay, so back to the pointer finger. I'm coming in with chestnut. I'm going to do exactly the same fade between the chestnut, the papaya and the soft lemon on that tip area. But I am making sure that that dark brown is right up to that line but not on the wall. So I'm working really thin and making sure that it's all in there, and then I come in with the other colours and fade them all in exactly the same way. Guys, this is all in real time. That's right, I do actually faff this much. Oh dear. Are we all getting on? Are we all managing? It is a bit of a time, isn't it? I hope you're all keeping safe. And busy. All those jobs around the house that we never got round to. Sorting the garden out, ready for spring. That's what we're doing here. Right then guys, then I am going to come in and cap that tip, and then I will leave that to set up. Then we're going to move on to the Dinky Pinky, and here we're going to do a full nail of beach walk. So I'm just going to tuck that in around the cuticle, bring it down those side walls, then do the same on the other side, tuck it in, bring it down, and then use the belly of my brush to pull that down. Then come in with another bead. Are you all managing to practice your nails? When are you doing it? With a house full of people, when are you doing it? I mean, those of you that must have children and small children, you must not be able to get round to it that very often. I know I start a set and then everybody's walking in, but at night time I don't want to do it at night. I want to have a bath, crawl in bed. It's cold. I mean, we had a nice week last week. And then this week it's gone really cold. It was throwing it down over the last couple of days and the winds were really quite high. As I'm talking to you now, it's end of March. So, yeah, I want to curl up and get warm of an evening. So I have to do it when there's an ice full, and yeah, something to keep me busy anyway. Right, okay, on the middle finger, we're going to do that 3 colour blend with those 3 shades. We have chestnut, papaya, and then soft lemon. Again, I am going to come over this later, so I'm doing the blend, but it doesn't need to be perfect. Anyway, once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to cap in clear. I will then file and buff these nails, and then we're going to come in and do some artwork. So we're going to be using Artisan gel paints in black and gold and a dotting tool. And I'm going to use the dotting tool and the gold paint to come in a diagonal from that top right cuticle area on the little finger, and I'm going to do some markings for the animal print. So I'm going to do big blobs, little blobs. That's a really technical word, isn't it? Blobs. They're not a circle. They need to be like a misshapen circle, or, you know, if you look at an animal print, it's not a perfect shape. So that's what I'm trying to replicate here, with all different sizes, and then some little gold markings, you know, that I'm not actually going to go around with the black later. So I am going to continue doing that. I found it easier with the dotting tool. I think I saw Kirsty Meakin do it with a dotting tool. I thought that's a really good idea. And then on the ring finger, where that fade is, just that dark brown, the papaya and the lemon, it's, you know, I just like that colouring. I just thought it was so nice. And I thought that would be great for like an animal print. So I want it just on that portion. And then what I'm going to do, once I'm happy with that, I'm going to come in with my little LED torch and just flash cure it. So I'm going right up to that line with my little dotting tool, doing all sorts of sizes, all sorts of shapes. I do it on the pointer finger, but you've seen me do it on 2, that's enough. So I do the pointer finger, it goes in the lamp, it gets a full cure. Then I'm going to use a detailer brush and the black Artisan paints, and I'm going to go around these shapes, and I'm either going to do 2 C's on each side, so it's like brackets, or a C shape or a backwards C. So they're all slightly different. And I'm not going to go around every single gold marking. I am going to leave some of the little ones, and then in extra to that, in between the markings, I am going to do some little, that's what I'm doing now, just some little C's, some little black markings. I actually brought it up on Google, animal print, leopard print actually, and this is exactly how it was. You know, all different shapes, all different, there we go, flash it with me, LED torch, do exactly the same on the other 2 fingers. And the reason that I flash cure is so that I don't hit it with my other finger. Look how close I am. And you know how clumsy I am, you know I'm bound to do that. So what I'll do is I will outline each one, do exactly the same as I've done on the little finger, on the portion of the ring finger and the portion of the pointer finger, and once I'm happy with that, I will then give it a full cure. Then I'm going to come in with some Stick It from Ugly Duckling. So all the gel's all fully cured now. So I'm going to put the Stick It on the middle finger, and I have the most gorgeous large charm. I didn't even plan it. I went in my drawer to get some little cuffs and triangles and squares. That's what I was going to put on here. But I saw this and I thought, oh my God, that's going to go so well. It's so nice. It just matched it perfectly. So I put the Stick It in, and then I come in with an old gel brush. And with some gel cleanse on my brush, I'm just going to smooth out the edges, so we don't get any lumpy bumpy bits. So I smooth that out. Then I'm going to come in with the top coat. And the thing is with the jewellery gel, the Stick It from Ugly Duckling, is it doesn't cure until I put it in the lamp. So it will give me time to add the charms to the nail, place them exactly where I want them. But the jewellery gel, it has a sticky layer, and I don't want that. So by putting the top coat over the top of that, it will eliminate the fact that I've got to try and top coat around gems, and also the fact that it will take away that sticky layer. So here's this beautiful charm. Isn't it gorge? It looks a bit tribal, doesn't it? I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to push that right into that jewellery gel so it comes up and wraps around those corners. And that way, if this was actually on a client, it wouldn't catch the hair. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to nudge it slightly, make sure it's all nice. And then I'm going to come in with a cuff at the bottom. I'm going to push that in. It's a little bit slippy. So with my finger pointing down, I can see the charm slightly slipping. So push that back up, and then I'm going to put some bars on the end, and then get that in the lamp. Get it in the lamp, cure it. I'm really happy with that design, so I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm going to do my final little nudges, because you know I like to faff. And final little nudges into place, get it in that lamp. Once I'm happy with that, that's all cured, done and dusted. I'm then coming in with this beautiful gold fancy pants striping tape, and it's a little bit holographic, so I'm going to put that across where the animal print meets that beautiful beach wall, and I'm going to do that on both nails. Now, I don't usually leave it all in, the details of this, but I have done today. This is what I do with any nail art, whether it be chrome or glitter or any stamping even, and striping tape. I don't want anything to come between the side walls of that nail and my top coat. If you leave it on the side walls, it will peel. So what I do is I trim it right down so that it's just off that edge. Push it down, make sure I'm happy with the striping tape and where it's set, and then I'm going to come in with a warm file and very gently take it off. Clean that all up with a dusty brush before coming in with the top coat to finish these nails. That will then ensure that any nail art that's on those nails will be completely sealed in. Now, I am going to give this 2 coats, but I've just left the one. So what I normally do is I will top coat it. This is a 60-second cure, but I only give it 30. Then I'll give it a second top coat, full cure, then that's the end of the design. Guys, I really do hope you've enjoyed this little nail art today. I've got to say, I absolutely loved playing around with it. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all so very much for watching today. If you've enjoyed this video, please take a moment and hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. As always, everything will be listed below in the description box, guys, and there's a little clip at the end to show you this finished nail art design. Thanks, guys. Until next time. Bye.